Nelson is a high-achieving student here in Cameroon and is already creating great impact through his YouTube channel and several organizations that he coordinates that train students on how to build amazing solutions that solve problems in their community.
Yeah, so I love using technology to create impact, solving humanitarian problems and helping understand. I also love the fact that technology and education can be used to uplift human potential.
Yeah. Now we're in a world where there's artificial intelligence. Now for those having the soft skills or those even going into learning soft skills, now those going in for web development in this current age, how should they prepare for a world where AI is going to replace them?
Like something that could be done by 10 people, you know, be like one person just generating it and delivering.
PV, yeah, I know.
Laptop.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So my PV was very, very complicated, and I did not really work on the responsiveness. The screen size was big. My phone was not that good, no desktop, so I just focused on just the PV screen.
Yeah.
So that was my website. If you put it on your phone, it will be very terrible.
Okay, I get.
A little bit. But now, in terms of beauty and attractiveness, yeah,
it was good.
It was very good.
Okay.
The solution, all we need to do is bring the solution here. That's all. Like our bad roads, our bad urban planning system.
Exactly.
You can just destroy everything. Look at America and be
mean?
like, all right, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
So I live based on the principle: copy, paste, innovate. Copy, paste, innovate. Like we copy, we paste, and we innovate.
In 5 years to come, what is your own vision for Africa? What do you think Africa will look like in 5 years to come? Given that we're in a world of AI, we're in a world where we can even use the formula copy, paste, and innovate.
Yeah,
how will it look like?
If you say really, given that we can use the formula right, then I think we'll be.
So, hello Nelson.
Hello, my friend.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, thanks again for accepting the invitation to our podcast.
Welcome. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
Yeah. I know I've just even given a brief introduction of yourself to our viewers. I know you're someone that have done actually something, things of massive in the nation. So I'd like you to like amplify what I just said and like give also a reason why our viewers will listen to what you'll be saying today.
Okay. So I'm called Nelson Fodjo. I'm from the West region of Cameroon, and yeah, as you said, I'm the regional coordinator of the TiC Summit, the Innovation Challenge Summit. I was also part of the coordinators of the ICT for Africa Tech Innovation Challenge. Also, I'm the founder of NELCO Experience Computer Science. NELCO is navigating efficiency for localized computing outreach. And typically, I'm a tech guy. Yeah, I really love tech and I love using tech to create real impact.
Okay, I get. Now, at first I thought Nelco was like an abbreviation of your name.
Yeah, Nelson.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, Nelco is a YouTube channel where he empowers again more youths and teaches them this computer science coding skills so that they can go write their GCE exam and have excellent grades. So I want to ask you, like, in this life, what's your passion?
My passion,
and
actually.
Not only what's your passion, but how did you discover that passion?
All right. So my passion is not just like something straight to the point. They're kind of very diverse because they span across different fields.
Yes.
But what I can say is like it's kind of centered towards technology for impact. Yeah. So I love using technology to create impact, solving humanitarian problems and helping understand. I also love the fact that technology and education can be used to uplift human potential.
Yes.
I really like and enjoy, in fact, every field in technology. Let it be cars, let it be electronics, let it be computers as a whole.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoy it so much. And what span the passion is simple. I strongly believe in the fact that as us as human beings, we can easily discover our potential and live the best of our lives. We don't really need to suffer. Like we don't need to have problems in life.
That's true.
Yeah, with technology nowadays,
we can make life very easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, love. I like your passion, like using technology to create impact in the world. Exactly. That's something of nice. And at which age did you discover this your passion?
That was when I was quite young. I can
Mm-hmm.
say very at the age of maybe 14.
14.
Yeah, I
Wow.
remember this short story.
Mm-hmm.
It was a story of chargers actually, two
Yes.
chargers, my dad's and my mom's charger.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one morning I got up from bed and my mom asked me to charge her phone.
Yes.
I took the charger, I connected her phone to it, and it just got bad. Like the
Wonderful.
charger got bad, and I was
Yeah.
like, Nelson, why did you spoil that charger?
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
was like, why am I spoiling things I touch?
Mm-hmm.
And Mia was there not understanding what was happening. Asked myself, why was that charger bad?
Mm-hmm.
I did not understand why the charger was bad because it just stopped functioning just like that.
Just like that.
So what I decided to do is, in fact, I was not accepting the fact that it got bad alone.
Yes.
Nothing happened, like it did not burn, this
Mm-hmm.
smelling or hazards that happened.
Yeah, I
Nothing,
get.
nothing. It was clean, but it was not functioning.
Mm-hmm.
So now I took the risk to take my dad charger because they were having similar chargers for
Yeah.
different phones, Android typically. I took his charger, I unmounted it
Mm-hmm.
to understand why is this one functioning and this
And the
one
other
not
one not
functioning.
functioning.
Yeah, after unmounting it now, I tried to look at the circuitry, everything, the power, the electronics behind everything, and to see
Mm-hmm.
how I can live from this particular charger and recreate it back in this one that stopped functioning.
Mm-hmm.
So in the course of doing that, I realized that it was simply a kind of wire that is connected
Yeah.
to the main socket. So what I did is I just looked at my dad's charger
Mm-hmm.
and read back what I saw. So
Oh,
from
okay,
that
I
day, I
get, I get.
realized that
Yeah.
problems sometimes are just like disconnections,
Mm-hmm.
some parts or secrets.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you look at solutions that exist or
Mm-hmm.
better solutions to problems you face, you can
Yes.
easily solve any problem.
That's true. Very true. Very
Yeah. So
true.
from that young age, every time I saw a problem, I saw a
Mm-hmm.
solution somewhere because there were solutions. And I
Yeah.
was a fan of going to cyber cafes and watching YouTube videos on these guys that have YouTube channels fixing almost everything. I
Yes.
also remember my first phone, a Samsung Galaxy
Mm-hmm.
S3. I fixed it in my neighbor's trash can.
Wow.
Yeah, so I picked the
Wait,
phone
was it a
and
bad phone? It was
it was,
bad.
yeah, it was bad because it
Yeah.
was not
Okay.
turning on and it was just there like off.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked the phone. I was like, how can I make this phone work?
Yeah.
The first thing I search is I went to a cyber cafe since by that time internet and everything was very, very scarce in Cameroon.
Yes.
I searched on the internet, YouTube, how to fix a Samsung Galaxy because I knew that someone has fixed it so or somewhere
Yeah.
else in the world
Somewhere.
or
Exactly.
someone has
Exactly.
that phone functioning somewhere. But I
Mm-hmm.
could not get the phone. I didn't have the means to buy one and do the same thing I do with the chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on YouTube, I searched how to fix a Samsung Galaxy phone,
Yeah.
and I saw that same phone, someone fixing the same problem.
Wow.
And I started just following the steps he was giving, and that's how the phone started functioning.
Mm-hmm.
I did not actually fix it the first trial.
Yeah.
It was at the 22nd trial. That's why my email address has 22
Nah,
behind because
26.
yeah, after
Okay.
that I had to actually create my email address to have a
Mm-hmm.
Play Store account and Google Play account and have some apps installed
Mm-hmm.
typically. So I had to watch a lot of videos on people
Yeah.
fixing that same phone, and it was just a battery problem. After
Mm-hmm.
doing everything and realizing that I just had to excite the battery using some scoring and yeah, make it function.
Wow. Wow.
That's how I
Wow.
got my
Wow.
first phone, and since that day, I've been very, very passionate about fixing things. Yeah,
Fixing
just
things.
fixing things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Using technology.
exactly.
Wow. 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 That's really something so fascinating. It shows that you have kind of this mindset of the guy that invented the bulb. That's Thomas Edison. Yeah. Like you tried fixing that phone 22. They said 27 times.
22, yeah, 22.
22 times. Tried 22 times. It didn't work. It was at the last time that I get.
22nd
The
time.
22nd time that I
Yeah.
get. That's actually something so nice. Kind of similar to Thomas Edison. He tried, that's 999 times. It was at the 1000 time that I also get.
Yeah.
So just even tell me your story, like tell me how you found your passion. It's just similar to also what other people that bought to this podcast also told me. Like that, this main problem, and they were trying to find a solution to that problem. That's what brought them to know what their passion
Yeah,
was.
problem solver.
So now, like most of them were like from backgrounds that were challenging, where maybe things also had to get better as your home, and they had to try and arrange. Now there are other people that are like in these rich homes, like were very rich. A charger get bad, I can buy another one. I don't have to think.
Yeah, I
Like
do have that
everything
one.
is sweet in my life. Is there a way that people like that can find a passion? Because I just noticed this from everyone that have been on this podcast. They always tell me that they had this problem, they tried to solve it, then they found a passion.
Sure.
And it's kind of the same thing like you, but I'm just wondering, those that are rich, those that everything is simple for them in this life, is there a way that they can find their passion?
I think, yeah, I think because, we all have different paths to
Yes.
follow. Some of us learn the hard way,
Mm.
others learn an easy way.
Easy way, yeah,
Yeah,
very
so
true.
for the rich, I know a couple of friends that are rich actually that do a lot of great things. Like
Yes.
for a friend to get a drone, at the first test, it explodes. He gets a second drone the next day.
Yes,
It explodes. He gets drone. That will not be easy for people like us. If you
exactly.
get a drone and it explodes, wait for like
Yeah,
1 year to get another drone
that's very
to
true.
make it fly. So they have a means typically. So for me, I think what differentiates us is that will to push, the will to push through and continue trying. Yeah, they can do it typically, but some of them just feel like it's not necessary
No, that's
because they're
very
already in
true.
their comfort zone.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're like they have everything they need and things are just going well. But also you're like, if you don't push, you will not
Yeah,
see
you
anything.
never find it.
Yeah, so there's some
Mm-hmm.
that actually distinguish Shibo from others,
Mm-hmm.
and others are just like very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Still, like we, the people that really like trying everything, doing this, doing that, through
Mm-hmm.
problems to discover things, we tend to learn also,
Yeah,
and
true.
others tend to give up. So
Mm-hmm.
I won't actually differentiate from being that person having everything to that
Mm-hmm.
person having nothing but trying, fixing, solving, to just that kind of curiosity. We
Yes,
all have our plus and our minus.
exactly.
So I don't really know how ways differentiate these two categories,
Mm-hmm.
but for me, I always feel like those rich people, they have what they need. Yeah,
Yes,
so they just have to do it, and those who do it, they thrive. They really, really
exactly.
thrive.
I think, as you said, they have to have this curiosity.
Exactly.
That curiosity that can help them find that problem and get to know their passion.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you're also like an IT guy and you have built a lot of IT solutions. And one thing that is really fascinating is that you started studying, or let me say, you got an introduction into web development when you were in lower city, right? Yes. And I want to ask you like this question. At that point in time, coding was something very hard, and to understand even the codes, because firstly you were introduced to C++
Yeah.
from 5, I think from 4, from 5. Then C++ is kind of hard, but you kind of did it. Then going now to lower C, where you are still going to like an in-depth into into C programming. Yeah. And this coding website, you have to learn more about HTML, more about CSS.
CSS.
Another thing that is like difficult. What made you go into leave? First of all, you knew coding was difficult. Then now you took something more difficult and went in it, learned it, and excelled in it. Like, how do you do that? What had pushed, gave you that drive?
Yeah, it's sort of what the mindset. I
Mm.
always fix myself this: if someone did it, I can do it.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's not really a difference between us. It's all
Mm.
about if you want to do it, learn it and do it.
Yes.
So as you said in Form 5, we're introduced to C programming
Mm-hmm.
and just the basics actually.
Yes.
But during the holidays, like the summer break between Form 5 and lower C,
Yes.
yeah, I had to maybe expand my knowledge in
Mm-hmm.
programming and coding as a whole.
Yes.
So I had this friend, his name was Fontebo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Fontebo really liked coding building websites actually.
Yes. I
So I
know
was
that.
like, how do you do that? He said that go
Mm-hmm.
and learn HTML, CSS. You also do the same thing. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, all right, let me go and learn. So we had this app, Solo Learn. It's an
Yes.
app that helps you learn any programming language you want.
Mm-hmm.
Just very fun and easy, like very easy. It's not that hard. It depends
Yeah.
on your materials, what you
Mm-hmm.
have at your disposition to learn.
Okay.
So Solon was kind of easy to me. It had challenges, quizzes, examples, and even like building boxes where you
Mm-hmm.
can go and actually apply single tool you learn.
Yes.
Yeah, so we had this challenge during this holidays. I think it was 3 months we did, but we set ourselves 1 month to learn, 2 months to apply.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a challenge to build a website that was a kind of fast food delivery system. A
Yeah.
website that can help someone order a food in the restaurant or
Yes.
go to the restaurant, order being in the website. Yeah, so
Okay,
we had two
nice.
months and we had a kind of logo. Our
Mm.
website had to replicate that logo.
The
And we
mom.
had to make sure that everything is good in terms of responsiveness, in terms of
Mm.
um, how nice it is, attractive to customers,
Yes.
and how can you can bring more consumers to any restaurant.
Mm.
So the logo was fast food. Everything
Yeah.
was fast food. We had 2 months to build that, and at the end of the 2 months, we are going to push it on GitHub, bring some contributors, and even go on
Mm.
social media pages, inviting people to review and
Yes.
tell us what are the pros, what are the minuses, and put it the best website. So it was kind
Mm.
of a competition. So that's
Ah,
what
okay.
boosts me. It was not like self-driven.
Mm.
Self-driven, I'm sure it should have taken me a lot of time
Yes.
to achieve that. So because of that competition spirit, I was
Mm.
like, all right, Fontable, let's do it. We have 2 months to build, 1 month to learn. After
Yeah.
the 1 month, we're all ready. I think he was more advanced than me because he had that previous knowledge. I had seen him do
Exactly,
it. Like
exactly.
I was
Yeah.
really afraid, so I had to put in more effort.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, let's start. So I watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube, as I usually do. For me, YouTube was kind of my
Yeah,
source.
exactly.
Like I didn't have money to buy
Some people
textbooks.
even term YouTube as the university of free things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So when it's
everything.
free, you can have it. Just get it. You
Yeah,
have no excuse to say you don't know how to do it when it's there.
exactly.
So I went on YouTube. I went to YouTube and I searched how to build a website, learn
Mm-hmm.
HTML. This. Did some other website that were not actually fast food.
Yeah,
Yeah, just to apply what I was learning because
yeah, and
that's
learn.
what is very
Exactly. It makes
important.
sense.
Applying what you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So after applying that, I know how to dive into the project itself. That was 1 month actually. I did not like use my whole 2 months. The first one was
Exactly.
building other projects.
Mm-hmm. While learning.
Yeah, the second month I actually sat down and I was like trying to figure out how the website would look like, what are
Yeah.
the various functionalities that you should have, what will make
Mm-hmm.
it more attractive, beautiful, the images, how should I take them, should they really reflect the African culture?
Mm-hmm.
What is it all about? So I took that 1 month and I built the website.
Wow.
Yeah. So for me, studied HTML, CSS in a period of 1 month, applied in a period of 1 month, and did the project in a period of 1 month. That makes 2 months total.
Mm-hmm.
And JavaScript was very, very complicated. That's actually the
Yeah,
real
exactly.
programming part of websites.
That's it.
We need
That's
to
it.
make it interactive, you need to
Yeah.
make it responsive, you need to make
Mm.
it really interact with humans.
Yes.
So it was hard to actually see how the syntax is different from C programming.
Mm.
C was my introduction to programming.
Yes.
Now, seeing another programming language, HTML were not really programming languages. For me, they were just like text that you need
Mm.
to just replicate and you see what happens.
Exactly.
So with JavaScript, it was kind of a lot more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it more complicated than C because of all the event listeners. In
Yeah.
fact, the syntax was very much complicated because
Mm.
it was not just limited to the code like C and the shell,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to make it live by seeing how it applies to the front end part of the website, like what people see,
Yeah, I
and
see.
the back part, what happens behind when the people interact with the website.
Exactly.
So was hard. It was really hard, but I
Mm-hmm.
pushed. I didn't finish it because my website didn't require much of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had some online tools that could enable me place orders on the fast food website and
Mm-hmm.
get responses by emails. So I used
Yes.
the services and yeah, by the end of the challenge, we had websites. He had his own, which was more of this brackets when you go to a restaurant, you can see.
Yeah, I know them.
Yeah, so his own was more like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was kind of big boxes where you can have
Images of the food.
yeah,
Oh, okay, I get
order,
it.
yeah, and deliver everything. And that's how we had two different things, very, very
Mm-hmm.
innovative. I like his project, he liked mine.
Yes.
But we could not decide on who had the best project. We
Okay.
went to different people, went on Facebook, searched
Mm-hmm.
on people that could review our project, send the GitHub link after posting it.
Mm-hmm.
We asked them, what do you say about this? We had points like him having the most responsive, like adaptable to any device.
Yes.
Me, I
Wow.
didn't even have a good device while doing that. I had a
Mm.
PB,
The PV,
those
yeah, I
Podia
know.
laptop.
Yeah, I know, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
So my PB was very, very complicated.
Mm.
And I did not really work on the responsiveness. The screen size was big. My phone was not that good. No
Mm.
desktop. So I just focused on just the PB screen. So
Yes.
that was my website. If you put it on your phone, it would be very terrible.
Okay,
But
I
I
get, I
fixed
get,
it
I
a
get.
little bit. But now, in terms of beauty and
Mm.
attractiveness, yeah, I
It
was
was
there.
good.
It was very good.
Okay.
So that's how we had reviews and we ended up 50-50. And
Mm.
yeah, we kept on pushing. But my main interest was not actually web development because,
Mm.
I had to exploit various fields in tech. C
Yeah,
programming was more of coding
exactly.
and solving kind of computational problems most of the
Mm.
times, or building some site codes projects. While
Mm.
web development was web development, like building
Yeah,
web pages
exactly.
and
Building these
hosting.
web pages and websites.
Exactly. So that was not really what I like because why do you need I was not really feeling that excitement part of me. Yeah,
Mm.
because I was kind of just making visuals.
Mm.
Yeah, why I'm more passionate about solving problems and making visuals.
Yeah.
So that's how we ended. And yeah, typically that's how I started diving into other fields to really see which field accept me.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating because it shows that in a space of 2 months, you were able to learn HTML, CSS, and a little bit of JavaScript.
Yeah.
And according to what you said, it was like more of a competition
Mm-hmm.
that pushed you into doing that.
Yeah.
So, as for you, if I want to study something, which method should I go? Like study personally or look for a competitor and study while having a competition?
Um, I would say use the tool and look at what works best for you. I
Mm-hmm.
have done that. Like I have tried to learn other programming languages. Like being in Form 5, right? I wanted to build apps.
Yes.
Like I saw in school, we needed apps to maybe connect with our friends.
Mm-hmm.
I started learning Kotlin. Kotlin is a kind of programming language that can help you build applications on phones for
Yes.
Android.
Okay.
So I started learning, but it was not going.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of very hard, and the thing needed a kind of big computer, big
Yes.
systems, a lot of interfaces. But my machine could not even install the Android Studio that was used to code,
I see.
make
I
code
see
with.
that. Mm-hmm.
But I was really excited at learning about learning, and I went. So
Mm-hmm.
while learning, I was very slow. For me, like self studies makes me go a
It's
little
no.
bit slower. Yeah. So
Okay.
it took me a lot of time, and I ended up giving up.
Mm-hmm.
I gave up because nothing was really tying me to realizing it. It's
Mm-hmm.
true the problem was there, but I was the only one seeing the problem. I was the only one having a solution.
Yeah,
So
I
when I
see.
realized like I am kind of self-oriented.
Mm-hmm.
So the project I work on, I'm not really having that boost. But when I
Mm-hmm.
have someone that is kind of expecting something from me,
Mm-hmm.
someone that is expecting me to deliver, that
Yes.
pushes me. And no matter the challenges I face, I'm going to find solutions.
Mm.
My PB initially could not have the IDE used to write HTML and CSS codes like Visual Studio Code. So I had
Yes.
to use Notepad, can you imagine?
I'm telling
And
you.
using other interfaces
Mm-hmm.
where internet was very scarce, like I tell you, like it was
Yeah,
expensive
exactly.
and things like
You
that.
had to even go to a cyber cafe
Yeah,
to get
so
internet.
after realizing that I could not build an app on my own,
Mm-hmm.
taking that challenge now was like, okay, let me do a website.
Yes.
So I decided to actually use the motivation of from the competition
Mm-hmm.
to boost myself,
Okay.
grow through the competition.
Yeah, I
And
get.
actually it was not really a competition but a self challenge where I really had to prove to him that I can do it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
I
I
see.
was
I
like,
see.
you're better than me, but if you did it, I can do it even better
Mm-hmm.
if I put in the work necessary.
Okay.
So that's how I worked. I worked. I was always like, if I don't do it, when the time
Mm-hmm.
will arrive, he will have a website, and I
Yeah,
will not
you
have a
not have
website.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, so that
exactly.
was exactly what motivated me, and I
Yeah,
saw
that
that
you
it
have to
works
build
for me.
something.
Like when I see people expecting from me,
Mm-hmm.
or when I set myself a challenge with someone,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to deliver, I work harder than
Yes.
when I'm self-driven.
Okay, I see. I see. And I want to ask, like, let me first emphasize this to the viewers, according to what you said.
Hmm.
Like, they should first try the two:
Exactly.
self-study and a competition, and see the one that works best for them and take it. As for you, competition work best for you.
Exactly.
And I know you're also someone that was like top in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, having these high grades, being the first of the class, second, all of that, and having even amazing 25 points. So I want to ask you, like, were you also using this same principle in school?
Exactly.
The same principle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my school background was kind of very like the people in
Mm-hmm.
class. I've always been that kind of person that when you put me very close to someone that is very good,
Mm-hmm.
like some you usually call them frustrators.
Yeah,
These people that are there to excel in everything they
I'm
do.
telling you.
Yeah, I always look at their ways of working and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
if you can do it and you are just close to me, you're a
Yeah,
human being, I
I
can do
can
it.
do it too. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
love
those are my
that.
principles.
Mm-hmm.
And back in high school, starting in lower seat, yeah, in lower seat I was like, that's a kind of break. Since you write the GCE at Form 5,
Mm-hmm.
you have lower seat maybe to rest or maybe work again and work
Yeah.
write the advanced level in up seat.
Mm-hmm.
So in lower seat I decided I wanted to rest actually, like leaving from 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had
to
good
lower seat.
grades and everything. Going to lower seat I
Yeah.
was like, let me just chill a
Yeah, you
little
have
bit
worked
and
hard. You have to
yeah,
rest. Yes, I
let me
get.
go and work again in let me know work hard 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then school starts. There's this guy that comes from another school. He
Yes.
enters. His name is Artu,
Yeah,
some boy
I
Artu.
know him. That's
Yeah,
your
the guy
classmate.
he
Yeah.
scores 19 average,
Wow.
19 or 20,
Exactly.
first of the entire school university.
Man.
I was like, this guy, where's he coming from?
Yeah,
So the guy
exactly.
was really good at everything. So like
Mm.
even physics. Physics that was one of the hardest subjects.
Yes.
Whenever we are doing physics in class, you see
Mm-hmm.
he's having 20 and 20. The
Mm-hmm.
second mark behind him, which is me,
Mm-hmm.
has 12.
Wow,
So I
that's
was
not
like,
so
how can I have
high.
12 on 20? He has 20 on 20. And I'm
Yeah.
like, we're in the same class, following the
Mm.
same classes. Then I didn't want to give myself excuses. Like
Yes.
maybe he's a rich kid, he has
Mm.
computers, he has internet, he has textbooks, he
Mm.
has everything he needs. I just wanted to be like, he's a human being, I'm a human being. That's
Mm.
all. No matter what he's
Yeah.
facing, no matter what I'm facing, if he does it, I can do it.
Like their
Yeah, we
face.
have different pathways. He can be
Mm-hmm.
having the easy way, I have the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I know that the hard way is the best. Learning
Yes.
the hard way is what shapes us the most.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
easy way will kind of just make us chill, like doing things without really putting a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what you're doing, because you can be someone with a lot of resources, but you do higher.
Yeah.
So being high school, he had 19 average, and I was like, my good God, the
Mm.
cheating operation cancelled. Right now, 20 average. I have to have
Yeah.
like I
You have to
must
have
have
more
20
than,
average.
yeah, go into that competition stage.
Exactly. But now I go to him and I'm kind of, how do you study?
Mm-hmm.
I ask him, what's your superpower? What are you doing? Are you like a magician? What's happening to
Yeah,
you?
trying to learn from him.
Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
asking this series of questions to understand his functionings and everything. The guy was weird, very weird. You know these gigs that they don't talk too much. They
Yeah.
always say that they don't study at home. They tell you that in fact everything for them is like they read and they understand and they pass.
Yeah,
Even
that's
after 10
all.
years, you ask them that question, they'll answer.
I'm telling you.
I was like, okay. Me, I'm that kind of person that I read. You ask me
Yeah,
tomorrow, I've forgotten.
exactly.
Yeah, so driven by the spirit of proving to others that you guys should not just look at him like that, guys. It's
Yeah,
possible. We can work hard and do it.
true.
So I had to push, like, my good God. That was one of the toughest academical period. That was it that I
Yes.
wanted to share like that. Cancelled, and now I have to focus and work harder to pass our team. Archie was the best, 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 best. And I was like second, sometimes third, fourth, but I really wanted to pass him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was kind of an inspirational model to me.
Yes.
Learning from what he like in class, sometimes he'll be sitting behind. I'll be like sitting and try to observe
What
how
is
he
doing?
pays attention in class.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of us, when our pen falls on the floor,
Yes.
once we pick it, that's all.
Exactly. Yeah, missed a line that was explaining.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's how you see yourself sleeping right
Mm-hmm.
and the class is going on. So I was like, wow, that guy, he's just focused. He's never even shaking. He's just
Mm-hmm.
like that. But after he
Wonderful.
realized that he's someone that he likes animes a lot.
Yeah.
He likes animes. So he was not that too school oriented. He
Mm-hmm.
also had these hobbies that he does, like watching animes and
Yeah.
documentaries about mangas and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of coding and tech and school.
Yes.
So seeing him
Mm-hmm.
working that hard, because yeah, during breaks you see him solving, helping others, and people like us, you are discussing about the last football match, Champions
Mm-hmm.
League, and everything.
Exactly.
I was like, all right, let me also try to have an effective time management system and see how I
Mm-hmm.
can cope with other activities I do on top of school. So I decided to follow a little bit how disciplined he was. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll ask him for tips. He will always tell me that just do it. That was his word.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I started working hard using resources. For me, I was like, if I have an amateur where I can put a lot of resources inside, I
Mm-hmm.
can easily shoot. So I was like, I need a lot of pamphlets and everything, but I don't have the means. So I had
Mm-hmm.
to look at alternatives to have
Yeah.
everything: textbooks, pamphlets, resources like online. I had a
Mm-hmm.
phone. That was one of my biggest assets, and
Yes.
I could have access to the internet,
Yeah.
though
Very true.
limited, but I could do some research.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I kind of limited my social media space.
Yes.
Me being on WhatsApp, discussing with my friends, and yeah, focus on school.
Mm-hmm.
So lower seat, we had this kind of study groups where we work together, learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
It was very open. I liked it about him, like to help you when you need help,
Yes.
and he was a genius. I
Mm-hmm.
categorized him as a genius. And I was like, I'm a normal human being. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to set on that. I thought that for me, we are normal human beings. Nobody is a
Yes.
genius. No, we can do anything we want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, so seeing that, see myself, I was like, I can pass him when I want.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how we ended lower seats. But he still passed me. I still passed me with kind of 0.5 average.
0.5.
Yeah, but I
Wow,
had
that's
18.
nice.
Like I ended
18.
the class with
Yeah.
18 average, and I
Mm-hmm.
could tell I was second like that. And the guy was yeah, I was like, I don't remember very well, but he was good actually.
Mm-hmm.
So he topped it by the time we entered top seat, my holidays or my summer break lower seat top
Yeah,
seat.
you're studying back
My
to
good
back.
God, I'm not really studying because not really, but I was taking time to
Yes.
analyze what are the resources I will need
Mm-hmm.
and how will I is it like looking for different tools, methodologies, resources. I was more
Yeah.
investing in the resources. It was a little bit the COVID period. That was 2021. Like COVID was just finishing and
Yeah, I get
access
that.
to this thing was a little bit free online resources.
Mm-hmm.
Like the mini distance learning
Yeah.
platforms where I could download all videos.
Yeah, videos explaining all
Yeah,
topics. Exactly.
and it's even in the course of gender that I realized I was a visual learner.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can watch a video and understand better than reading a
Yes.
book. I
Valuable.
do not
True.
really like reading books.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
downloaded all mini distance learning videos
Mm-hmm.
from the website and I watched them all. Like I could have access to a classroom in at home because we're
Yes.
typically our teachers.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so I downloaded them all about 60 gigabytes.
Mm-hmm.
I invested a lot, like the midnight bundles, 200 francs, 200
Mm-hmm.
gigabytes every
Yeah.
day, kind of increasing my resources, looking
Mm-hmm.
for the stuff, and having a good study schedule, one that will make me actually be consistent in the doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of, first of all, looking at my weaknesses in ORC, what are all the different points that I couldn't understand, and how
Mm-hmm.
can I work it out myself and use the videos I had to better improve. So that's how I was studying.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the holidays, I thought I was prepared, but I still felt like I've forgotten everything.
Yeah.
We are setting up as it, and the first topic the teacher comes in class is something very out of space and difficult. But I didn't really look at it like that. I look at it another way, the way
Yeah.
that I know that if he puts that on the board, that means it's to our level.
Yes.
Yeah, we can actually do it. So my mindset shifted. I was not more like studying to pass exams, but studying to understand. And that's why I
Yeah.
realized that that was artist method. He will
Exactly.
never tell you that. He'll tell you that yeah, he's kind of gifted, things like that. But I realized that once you grab the concept and you're able to fuse with it, you can easily deliver back.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so I changed my way of studying. Being a visual learner, anytime, even when I'm washing dresses at home, doing my laundry, I can be having my phone in front with the video going.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
in
I can
class
do
while
two things at once.
working. Yeah, so multitasking. I was fond of that. I actually liked it. For me, I was like, I can have a robotic brain,
Yeah.
like dividing my brain into 4 units, where each unit can do something depending on
Yeah.
me, and yeah, they all try.
And it's really fascinating because I think like visual studies, most people goes with because when you're looking, or let me say, when you see something physically or even visually, like you use your eyes, more of your cues are engaged in it. That's
Exactly.
you're seeing it, you're listening to it, and sometimes maybe if you are with your book, you can be writing.
Exactly.
But why when you're reading, it's just your eyes that are focused. You're not really like listening.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
sometimes even when I read, I kind of go off side in my brain, kind of
exactly.
thinking about abstract stuff.
After so,
Like I'm
yeah.
reading a topic. After the first paragraph, I try to
Yeah, you just go
simulate
away.
what the paragraph does. I
Yeah,
maybe go to space and see how things can be like I like the
exactly.
practical part of things. That's why when I read, I practicalize it in my head, and it
Exactly.
takes me a lot of time. And I find myself just reading that first paragraph. As I go offside like that, the other one is interesting. I close the book
Yes,
and I'm done.
that's
Whereas the
very true.
video don't really gives you that luxury. Like it's not really you thinking because everything is there. Just be looking at it as
Yeah,
it's going, and you'll not wait for you. So
exactly.
you need to be consistent in the watching. So that's how videos were kind of helping me to go from beginning to end, rather than stopping and thinking and everything.
Yeah.
So that's how I tend to materialize it better. Like I don't really need to go and do it else when it's done in front of me. Yeah. So looking at the words, the actions, like I like when someone speaks and yeah, I can easily see the person materializing his words by his
Yes.
actions, and sometimes practicalizing it, like those concepts that you need materials to show people to better
Exactly.
understand. So I used a lot of tools, and that's what helped me to actually boost. At a certain level, we were at the same level already.
Yeah, the
I was not
similar
a
with the guy.
genius, but I
Yeah.
was having the same average sheet as you, topping the class, and I was like, okay, I've reached, and now all I need to do is, in fact, I was no more like at that moment I thought I was
Yeah.
already like him because we're kind of the same level. It's not about having 20 and 20. It's not
Yeah.
about competing with somebody. It's about not feeling. So I understood it like I had a completely shift in mindset entering upset,
Yeah.
knowing
Let
that
me just stop you a bit, but I have a little question. You said you understood at one point the method of attitude that he was studying to understand.
mhm.
Yeah, and not just studying. I want to ask you like, how do they study to understand?
That's a question that I'll say answer it varies. It depends on each and every one.
Yes.
Your method to study and understand can be different from mine. I tell
Mm.
you that I discovered I was a visual learner,
Yeah.
and it's in the course of that that I could grasp the material easily.
Mm.
So it depends on how easy you can grasp the material. Grasping
Yes.
material is you entering inside. No, let me
Mm.
not say entering. Let me say you having a fusion with it
Yes.
and trying to be like the person who made it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like two great scientists being best friends, understanding their works, and as if the author of this particular scientific work is
Mm-hmm.
the same as the author of this, because we understood what we're doing. It's
Yes.
not all about you taking and trying to go and write an exam.
Mm-hmm.
It's about you taking, understanding, and you can replicate it at any moment.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, when I read a topic, let's say for example atomicity or how
Mm.
atoms function,
Yes.
I'll try to materialize atoms, and I'll be like, how can I even invent an atom?
Mm-hmm.
What are atoms? And I try to really go deeper
Yes.
and try to understand. I don't limit myself to what I have,
Mm-hmm.
because if I limit myself, I'll really be like, I just wanted to know what is there.
Mm-hmm.
But as curiosity usually drives how far we push,
Yes.
I tend to actually want to go deeper into the
Mm-hmm.
material and have the why to every answer. So
Yeah.
every question, like, why is it like this? Why is it like this? Why is it like that? And as I have the answers, I can easily digest the material better.
Okay, I understand. I understand. And while you were talking, something just came to my mind. I'm kind of saying that the more of your when studying, the more of your senses that involve, the more you understand. Let me
Exactly.
just explain. Like you watching a video, both your senses of seeing and hearing are involved. So you understand better than just seeing the text.
Exactly.
Now let's take another case where somebody is seeing and using his hands to solve. You understand better than the person that is just looking at it.
Exactly.
You see, there's a difference. So the more your let me say your, I can say cues, and I can say your feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That brings me to the point where there's this saying that teaching is learning twice.
Exactly.
Because let's say you're reading a material, right? By the time you want to teach it, you're actually bringing all your senses, as you said, into action.
Yeah, speaking, explaining, making the body
everything, and
motions.
you can even
explaining.
like all of them are in action.
And sometimes teaching will even push you like to draw, to explain more in depth.
Exactly,
and
and
for
makes
the other
you
person to understand
better.
Yeah, true,
Wow.
true,
So
very
that's
true.
why study groups very important, because being alone sometimes you might not have those senses into action.
Exactly,
So you
exactly.
bring in people from study groups, and together you can share ideas, you can have actions, you can just do what you want actually to better understand, learn from
Yeah,
different
very
perspectives.
true, very true. Concerning even the studying things, I think you're really giving us a lot that we need to apply to come like you. Yeah, I see, I see, I see. I'm kind of getting your strategy that you have to have like the best points, 25 points in the whole school. So
It varies.
yeah, and let me take you a bit out. Like, you're an IT guy, right? And IT both says web development, or let me say soft skills and hard skills. Now we're in a world where there's artificial intelligence. Now, for those having the soft skills, or those even going into learn the soft skills, I think at the point where you're learning web development, AI was not really there at that point. Now, those going in for web development in this current age, how should they prepare for a world where AI is going to replace them?
Actually, I'm going in for machine learning and AI engineering. Like, yeah, that's actually a field that really interests me.
Yes.
And I would not say that AI will replace them. It will depend on them. Everything depends actually, because if they want AI to replace them,
Yeah.
AI will replace them. But me, I think AI is there
Mm-hmm.
to uplift their potential. If you are a mere programmer, like you're someone that you just know the basics, right? Thanks to AI, you'll be able to know more. It depends on your willingness to use that AI to produce even more than you thought. Let's say your productivity was 1 on 100,
Yeah.
but when you discovered AI, the productivity went to 99 or 100.
Yes.
How will AI take your job when you can use that AI?
Let me just reframe it by using an example.
Exactly.
It's true what you're saying in the current moment. AI can help you like improve your productivity.
Sure.
Now I'm saying, how can we prepare for a world where soon AI will take our jobs? Let me take an example. A company needs a website. So normally he will go maybe to another company that builds website, where they have like let me say 5 web developers, that all of them are going to work on that website. But now he will just go and meet one person, and that person maybe will do it alone, just maybe describing the website to an AI. AI generates everything, the codes, generate the website as his wants. So let's say those 5 people that were to build it all together, one person is building alone with AI, and is more faster than those 5 people. So those are 4 people that their jobs are out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like all of us are going in for web development, going in for soft skills. How can we prepare for such a world?
Preparing for such a work, I think it's good for us to first understand that with AI,
Yes.
some stuffs are going to be done automatically.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true. Like as you said, group work will tend to personal work. Like something that could be done by 10 people will not be like one person just generating it and delivering. That's true. But I always believe in this human touch in all activities we do. There's a human touch in everything. You would not like your website to be
Yes.
fully something robotic, to be fully something that is coming from maybe a machine. You know, AI is a machine. This cultural aspect and these feelings, you are delivering your product to human beings.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
delivering it to other AIs. And those other human beings will better understand your product if it was made with a lot of touches from us human beings. You understand each other. It's true that AI tends to be like us sometimes and give touches, but I'm not sure it will ever replace it 100%. I'm not sure. But that job place, I'm still thinking about it because
Yeah.
we know AI has a lot of surprises and we don't really know how it's going to end. But I believe that we can all uplift it. Your job being taken doesn't mean that you are going to be jobless. You can leverage on another side that it offers to have another job. Even
See,
in like industrialization.
what you are saying is 100% true. that AI is not going to replace our jobs 100%. It can replace to, like, let me just take 90%. Then there'll be this 10% left. Those people that, like, that 1% left in that company, that will just have, because, you know, I, as the found a company that needs a website, I can really describe my website to you, and then you do it as a human. But now you will not need again those 4 extra people. You're that web guy, you know how the web store functions, you'll be able to describe it better to an AI. Because I myself, I don't even need that guy to describe it to the AI and get the website for me. But since I'm not too much into web, he'll be the best person I can go to. And I'll just need just one person, less amount of money to build that website. So for those 4 people, like, it's just like 80 or 90% of people here in this world that are going in for that web development. What should they do? Should they, like, switch to farming? I don't know. What should they do?
No, I think they will go and do the same thing I'm doing. Yeah, like I'm doing it alone, right?
Yeah.
They'll just go and find another person and do it alone.
And do it alone.
Yeah, that will be 4 alones.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I think actually. But even when initially when the industrialization just started, we do not have these farming tools like tractors so easily farm our lands and everything. But people were working with their hands, right?
Yes.
By the time they went, they were the one controlling the machines, and they were the one actually continuing the work and going even faster.
Yeah.
So the work we could do all together in one day, we tend to reduce to 30 minutes. Now imagine I do it for 30 minutes, you go and do it for 30 minutes, you go and do it for 30 minutes, and we continue doing 30 minutes as if we're still doing it together. As we're doing it alone in our different sectors, we tend to produce more. We tend to go beyond our limits and even have a lot. Like, I'm talking in terms of productivity because I believe with AI and with our work, our touch, and everybody putting in something and leveraging on the AI that comes in, you can produce more.
Exactly.
Imagine a world like 2050. It cannot be like now. Impossible.
Yeah.
It will be much more advanced, where we have a lot of assistance, we have a lot of automated tools, we have a lot of productivity.
Yeah.
Like you want something, you get it. Right now, you want something, you have to wait. You have to maybe think about how to get resources. But in that world, you want something, you get it, and we will no more like suffer. Our problems will be solved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly,
So those people, you would say they'll be jobless. They'll be jobless if they want to be jobless. They just have to think again. You know, you having a job, even without AI, someone can sack you. Like your boss can say you're fired. Is it AI that replaces you? It's not AI. He just fired you because you're not good at the work. It's the same thing. If AI sacks you, that means you're not good at the job. And if you are not able to go and find a better way to use that AI and maybe be a better employee or a better producer or a better entrepreneur, then you're going to fail. It's the same thing for me. AI will replace your job if you want it to.
But let me just like, give this comment. You know, AI learn faster than we humans and do things faster than we humans.
Yeah.
So obviously they'll be better than us in our jobs.
That's true.
And this one thing also that I said that was true. Like, at first, people were just farming using their hands. And let me say, they were like many people farming and using their
for
hands.
longer time.
Then now when tractors came, some people had to go out because the tractor could do a great portion just alone with one person controlling that. Yeah. At that point in time, we could easily adapt to another field. But now with this coming of AI is massive because it's not only web development that erase, graphic designers that erase. In fact, many soft skills.
Yeah, going on.
Like anything that you can do on your computer, there's a high potential that AI will be able to do it. So I'm looking like, will it be like we'll go back to that age where of Adam and Eve, where we had everything? Like, actually at that point in time, it was God that was doing everything for us.
Yeah.
And now at this point in time, it will be AI that will be doing everything for us. Will it be like we will be free in this world? Like, you just want
I think that's why human beings want.
Yeah.
You don't want to suffer.
You just get anything.
Yeah, that's our end goal because we solve problems because we want the solutions, right?
Yes.
But in a world without problems, you don't need to think about any solution.
Yeah.
Because you have the solutions. That's our end goal. If you look at entrepreneurs, the solutions they're building, they're just solving human problems. And imagine a world without human problems.
Yes.
Simple. We have reached our objective.
Okay, I get.
So AI, we are trying to reach there. To that world of Adam and Eve, as you said.
Yes.
So we really want to minimize that suffering. Nobody wants to suffer. Nobody wants to see to face problems. Everyone wants a world where there's no problem. Peace everywhere, and everything can be done within no time. Think of it, have it.
Okay, I get. So let me come back, or let me go now to the field where, like, I know you're both an IT guy and you're someone that empowers students. Let it be in the TiC Summit, in the ICT competition, that you're one of the organizers, where you're like one of these key mentors that mentor the students on a place of not having projects or not even knowing what they can do for a nation to thinking of problems that they have in their nation, coming out with solutions and pitching it and making these solutions like come to life so that they can solve a real problem in their community.
Sure.
Now, in this world of AI, how will you like, or in this world of an upcoming power of AI, how will you still like empower these students to get these tech skills and solve this problem that AI will be able to solve?
Okay, first, I would like these students to actually adopt and embrace what AI is all about. Because if you don't know what AI is all about, you keep on working. You are seeing a new technology coming up, and you're trying to see use kind of low level or old technologies to solve problems. You'll not really have that level of solution, or let me say productivity, as if you embrace AI before.
Yeah,
So
very
I
true.
will bring them to maybe more courses on AI and data science and try to tell them what AI is all about and teaching or maybe mentoring them on how they can embrace it, use it to improve productivity.
Yes.
Think broader, like larger scopes, and you can by that time I'm very sure any student, right? Because now we're working high school students.
Yes.
Any student, no matter the class, will be able to use AI and produce something that you should have produced maybe older or maybe in very long period of time if
Yeah,
you
it
did not
makes a
have
lot
that
of
AI.
sense. A lot of
So it's
sense.
all about boosting productivity
Mhm.
and making them be more creative.
Yeah.
It's true AI things, AI has a lot of things, but the way they use it, like let's say a student that builds an AI powered app that's help other his peers to better understand school concepts.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something that you could never think of. On
Exactly.
his own, he should have taken a lot of time to maybe build resources, put
Very
notes in the
true.
app, everything. But thanks to the AI, he does that faster, and he can see nurture it with a lot of machine languages and algorithms. So the
Yes.
students will have time
Oh, okay, I get, I
to do
get.
other stuffs, one,
Yes.
and also think about solving community problems in larger scopes with a higher productivity, and it'll be very easy.
Okay, I get, I get.
Yeah,
Like we to use AI to increase our productivity.
exactly,
Yes, and make things go faster.
exactly.
Because that take us a lot of time maybe to build
That's
something.
what I've been seeing mentoring
Yeah,
those
but with
students.
AI you can use like more than not even up to half of that time
Sure,
to build
sure.
anything that you want. Okay, now I know you're a founder of a YouTube channel called Nelco. You gave the meaning of it. What was it again?
Navigating efficiency for localized computing outreach.
Okay, navigating efficiency for localized
Computing outreach.
computing outreach. Okay, so like I know this is a channel where you teach computer science to youths that are going to high HC advanced level, and is it also both O level
No,
or
A level for now.
A level? Okay, I want to ask you like, what pushed you into building that YouTube channel, and what's your aim of the YouTube channel?
All right. So back to high school, like my story at you and how I became that 25-point guy with top
Yeah.
A's everywhere. So in high school, entering opposite, as you said,
Yeah.
there is this GCE. I don't know how to put it, but something happened the year before our year,
Yes.
where there's this subject, computer science, which is considered the hardest subject in
Exactly.
advanced level.
That was very
Hardest,
true.
like
Very true.
so have an A there, you need to be a genius, a monster, a killer being. So I entered opposite. The batch before my batch, like the graduating class before us, the highest grade in computer science was a C grade. C, like nobody had A grade in that, so nobody had D. The first was
Wow.
C.
Yeah.
You could count the number of A grades in the entire nation. There were 18 A grades in Cameroon out
Wonderful.
of 5,000 people that went in to register. Can you imagine? That was people that sat to write the exam, 5,000. So I had five subjects. Yeah, you chose your five science subjects. Computer science was among. So looking at that difficulty, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm going into something that I don't really know. I don't know why is it difficult for me. Computer science back in high school, it's true you do not have teachers. In fact, we had teachers, but very few in the department compared to
Yeah.
other subjects. So you can have
Exactly.
three
Exactly.
teachers for maybe chemistry, three teachers for biology,
Yeah.
three teachers for mathematics. The computer, one or two maximum.
Exactly.
And the school system, government schools and some private schools, they don't prioritize it. They put little efforts. Like in terms of maybe attributing hours per week in the teaching,
Yeah.
you see computer science having just 4 hours in 1 week, whereas other subjects go up to 8 hours.
Exactly.
So time to grasp the material and the concepts, everything was very limited. The teachers were not delivering in time. Like imagine a teacher having 4 periods of 2 2 hours in 1 month. That's
Nah.
one time per week.
That's so
If
small.
it does not come
Yeah.
2 times, that's all. You have computer twice in 1 month. And the intensity of other subjects, you tend to forget about it.
That's
So
true.
that was the problem. Now, me being there, people were like, no, that's not the problem. The thing is that it's impossible to pass it. A grade is like
Yeah,
very, very
difficult to
scary.
have
You need to
any.
be a genius, a coder, a hacker
Yeah.
for you to have a grade. Now there's this other part where people always try to tell you not to take it because you can choose other subjects. There's ICT too that you can tend to allow computer science and take
Yeah.
ICT.
I think even the school like promotes people to not take computer science, go for things like ICT and easy
Yeah,
housing.
some schools because they really want to
Like have the best points.
exactly.
Yeah, and they're not
Since
even promoting their students to do actually the hard work.
yeah, other schools they kind of clash it. They make computer science to go with other subjects that are supposed to be in a combination. For you to choose one of it,
I'm
and
telling
they
you.
are indirectly asking the students to leave the computer science and go for the other subject,
Exactly.
which is really bad. So this is how me I was discouraged. My own was not clashing like my own time. The teachers were not there most of the time, but we had this teacher, Mr. Charles, that kind of
Yeah,
encouraged us and worked
exactly.
with us throughout. Also, there's this the best student of the graduation batch before us that had all
Yeah.
her 5A. You know, we always look up to those people to be like
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah, she enters the class and she's like, guys, don't offer computer science. If you want to have 5A, don't offer it. Like leave it, take ICT, you have IA easily.
Yeah,
Like
remember
she's
that day.
warning
Yeah,
us because a
exactly.
lot of top people in her batch that could easily have the 25 without a computer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
didn't.
didn't have.
Yeah, all those who had computer, nobody had 5 straight A. Since they had a C grade.
Yeah,
So that cooled me down. It discouraged a lot of people in my class, a lot of people.
very
But
true.
I was like determined. I was like, I really want to go for the subject, computer science or nothing.
Yeah,
ICT was easy for me. It was not that easy, but for me, it was not really a subject in terms of IT
exactly.
related. It was not pushing me to my limit. It will make me be comfortable and I might even tend to minimize all the other subjects.
That's very
Once
true.
computer pushed me to a limit that I think it's even thanks to it that I could score in other subjects because it really placed me to another level of my productivity and
Exactly.
work ethic. So I do not lose like that my mindset of I need to do computer science and I have to have a grade there. So I kept with the subject, I registered, I went in for it. Now it's true the division period was hard, a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges. We do not have access to the computer science lab in our school for the whole year. I don't know why, a lot of stories and
I'm
happenings.
telling you a lot.
Yeah. So I had to rely on myself and peer networking, peer working, like working with groups
Yes.
with friends, and we had to study together to grasp the materials,
Exactly.
learn from others, go to some preparatory classes and learn from many people. Buy textbooks, pamphlets, resources, my videos I told you.
Yes.
Yeah, so they helped me. And I had to understand the algorithm. First, you go into something, you have to know why people fail. You need to know
Exactly.
what was the cause, what really made them not to have that A grade, and what can make me have that A grade. I did not have anybody around me that had the A grade,
Yes.
but I had people that had the passion, like my computer science mentor, Philemon. The guy had the C grade, but he was really good at the subject.
Yeah.
So now I had to put in more effort because for me, I concluded that since after allocating how the school first of all manages the system, how the computer science is not taken into consideration,
Yes.
how it's very, very limited in terms of resources and the availability of how you can easily get them. So I had to talk with those people and understand what were their challenges,
Yeah.
what really caused them not to have it. And I tend to understand that it's all about how they grasp the concept, like how they had to understand the computer science. Was it by passion or just because they had to have the A grade?
Yes.
Yeah, so I quickly understood that to have the A grade in computer science, there's a way, a method. It's very, very long. Like if you have to talk about it today, we'll finish tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the thing is complex, but it depends on your will too. How really you want to have the A grade.
Yes.
So I was just for it fully because my objective was 25, nothing else. So I
Yeah.
really, really wanted 25.
One thing that I love about what you said is that you first analyze what did the previous years,
Exactly.
what made them fail the subject or didn't have the points that they want. And then when you analyze that, you knew what they didn't do. They kind of apply that.
Yeah, that was
Apply
another
that
strategy.
fully, put everything in, watch
Sure.
the videos, did the extra hours of studies.
Yeah.
And when you apply that, you got the A grade.
I also went to the point of going to graduating classes before to see those who had it and
Yeah.
ask them how did they have it. For them,
Yeah.
they were like, it's just something normal. You know, it's at that point even that I understood that you learn from people who fail rather than people who do it easily.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's how I was able to also bring my own ways of doing things to have
Exactly.
it.
I think it's even very true because people that failed will be like, I didn't do that, I didn't do this. But the people that
Exactly.
passed will be like, yeah, I just did it, I just did it. It was
Yeah,
easy,
exactly.
everything
It's
was
easy to
easy.
analyze when you are failed,
Yeah,
but to
very
analyze when you are
true.
passed.
Very
Yeah,
true.
learning
Very
from
true.
failures is one of the most important things. So learning from their failures, like it was not a failure, but challenges that they faced without knowing, prepared me
Yes.
before. So it kind of gives me years of experience without me going through the years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So learning from that, I had to actually apply, because if I had to learn and just stay like that, I would see fall inside the same trap and
Exactly.
have the same errors they had.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make sure that I learn from the errors, fix
Yes.
everything. So now I worked for the A grade,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the A grade. Now I wanted to organize or maybe bring out a system that will make others
Mm-hmm.
easily have it too. That's when I first realized that one, the resources for computer science are very scarce.
Yes.
Like a student may be in Chang, doing
Mm-hmm.
computer science, not having a teacher, the curriculum is very, very scarce. We'll go to the
Yeah.
internet and we'll not have access to the
Very
GCE A
true.
level
Very
computer
true. Very
sciance.
true.
Yeah. So I decided to create this YouTube channel, Nelco Explains Computer Science,
Mm-hmm.
where I can easily make access solutions to past questions as far as the
Yes.
practicals, which is the most difficult part,
Mm-hmm.
C programming and SQL. So I had to solve the past GC questions, the paper 3,
Mm-hmm.
and make it available to the general public, Cameroon
Yeah.
as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
so that every student complaining about not having the resources will have access to it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I created a YouTube channel, and there I explain a little bit the tricks on how to better understand, and
Yes.
how to easily navigate through the material
Mm-hmm.
and pass the subject at the level of the exam.
Wow.
Yeah, so my techniques, and also, yeah, I just share a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I believe if there was it's a kind of secured system
Mm-hmm.
where people can easily share their challenges, like just like this DV2S.
Yes.
People listening to this now we tend to learn, but if it
Exactly.
was not there, they'll never know.
That's true.
Yeah, so a system where people can have access to all
Mm-hmm.
these resources without really putting a lot of effort. That's why
Yeah.
AI is coming up to give, like, world becoming a global village,
Yes.
information being centralized, AI being there having all the
Mm-hmm.
information and us accessing it easily,
Yeah.
solve our problem.
That's
So
something
it was a
nice.
problem that I wanted to solve.
Oh,
How
okay.
can students easily have a grade in computer science?
Mm-hmm.
I thought of having the resources first, and I gave them the resources by creating a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and where I was solving, teaching C programming, teaching SQL, and looking forward, like the future.
Mm-hmm.
We really want to make available everything,
Yeah.
to like the algorithm to an A grade in computer science advanced level in Cameroon.
Wow, that's something very good. Like, I love the way you identify the problem. Like, there's a low number of grade. They brought a solution to it,
Exactly.
and then not only that, you brought like teaching them how to maybe let's say answer questions of the GC paper, how to code. You're also giving them the strategies on how to have that A grade in the computer
Exactly.
science. That's something very nice. And I'll ask you this question. It's a question that I ask actually everybody that's on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, with your competitive spirit, I'll
Mm-hmm.
modify it for you. So let me reframe the question for you. So we are in a world where, like, you're the IT guy, and Africa is kind of backward in IT than compared to other countries.
Mm-hmm.
So let's compare us, we, the Africans, and let's compare with the Americans and the
Exactly.
Europeans. Yes. How can we use a competitive spirit to get to their level? I haven't surpassed their level.
Exactly. That is exactly the question I asked myself before bringing out Nelco.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Nelco was a name they gave to me in back in high school. Like, a
I
friend
get,
just
I
stood
get.
up one day and instead of Nelson, he started saying Nelco, Nelco, Nelco.
Nelco, okay,
I was like, why is
I
he
get.
even calling me Nelco? Like, that's not my
Yeah,
name.
like I myself, I thought that the Nelco was an abbreviation of your name.
Yeah, but technically it's not. I just
Yeah,
wanted to give it a meaning, a real
yeah,
meaning based on my
exactly.
passions and my interests, what I really
Yeah,
want to do to
I see,
achieve
I
in
see.
life. And I just saw these acronyms of N giving this, E giving this, L giving
Mm-hmm.
it. And if you look at it well, navigating efficiency for localized computing outreach. The
Yeah.
localized is just the Africa I talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And the navigating efficiency is the how.
Mm-hmm.
How can we be like them? How
Yeah.
can we be more than them? What
Mm-hmm.
are the solutions they have to problems we are still facing?
Exactly.
That's exactly what makes me go mad.
Mm-hmm.
We are in a country where we face problems that have been solved years ago
Mm-hmm.
by those countries. A country like America right now, people say that in another century, we're in the 21st, maybe they're in the 30th,
Mm-hmm.
whereas they are kind of the same. That we are living the
Yeah,
same reality, they're facing the same, in fact, it's the same century. That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
But now I've once asked someone, what's the difference between Africa and maybe America as a
Yeah.
whole? The answer I got was 600 years. I tried to understand what's the meaning of 600 years. How
Exactly.
600 years is, it would take 600 years for for Africa to reach America level now.
Mm-hmm.
And by that time, America will be far.
I want to ask you a question. Do you think that 600 years is true? Is it something
I
true?
analyze, and it's like it's true. Like, I analyze very well from the different problems you are facing.
Yeah. Try to analyze it now with the word of AI.
With the world of AI, Africa has not embraced AI like we are
Mm-hmm.
supposed to. You know, all the
Exactly.
AIs come out, China, America. It would be hard to see an AI coming from Africa
But what
because
if we're like harnessing what they're for the belt, like to first of all develop, let me say, our website, all of that, improve our productivity
exactly,
twice,
exactly.
get to their level
That's
then,
exactly.
because we need to first be at their level before building our own AIs. So we can use their AI, get to their level, build our own AI and accelerate.
Yeah, just as the charger problem where one charger was bad, right, and one was working. It's
Yes.
the same thing. We have the problems,
Mm-hmm.
they had the problems, and they have the solution. All we need
Yes.
to do is bring the solution here.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Like our bad roads, our bad urban planning system, we
Exactly.
can just destroy everything. Look at America
What they're
and be
doing.
like, all right, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do. So I
Yes.
live based on the principle copy, paste, innovate.
Mm-hmm.
Copy, paste, innovate. Like
Mm-hmm.
we copy, we paste, and we innovate. Maybe to
Exactly.
remove the copyright or whatsoever.
Yeah,
But
that's something fascinating.
we should not be facing problems that have been solved somewhere. It
Exactly.
doesn't make sense. It makes
Not
us
at
all
all.
be lazy. Like we are very, very lazy.
Very true. Very
It's
true.
like we want to have the problems. It's like we don't want to have the solution.
Mm-hmm.
The work it takes. They have the formula. We can go to them. It's not like they are blocked or maybe they will refuse to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like maybe we don't want to.
That's
You know,
very true.
Africans and their systems is very like me saying it, I even feel bad so much. But I believe there's a way to navigate those solutions to all the problems you are solving.
Mm-hmm.
Like the possibilities endless.
Mm-hmm.
All the problems we face in terms of internet, in terms of like look at our ISPs, very slow, internet very slow. But
Mm-hmm.
then they have like 5 gigabytes per second in
I'm
some
telling
towns. You
you.
go to New York, you have free Wi-Fi everywhere.
I'm telling
Here
you.
you ever see free Wi-Fi, then I don't know, you are either blessed or
I'm telling
yeah,
you.
a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
sign of
yeah,
luck.
yeah. Exactly,
But there's
exactly.
something you can do. You can go out, maybe
Mm-hmm.
to study abroad or maybe to network or maybe learn from them.
Yes.
Get to know how they did it.
Exactly.
Come and solve it. There are apps that exist to solve problems
Mm.
that we are still facing. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You just do it back if you cannot use what they have because you know they have their different ways, cultures.
Mm-hmm.
That's even what makes us not really to adapt it. The
Yes.
African culture is different from their culture,
Exactly.
and now the way they adapt to their solutions might be
Mm.
different. But now us copying how they solve their
Yeah.
problems might not be the same solution to
Mm.
how we face it here because of
Exactly.
our difference in culture and
Yes.
other stuff. There are a lot of things that differentiate us, but it's the same problem.
Exactly.
The solution might be different, but if they did it, we can do it.
Exactly. I even love this success formula that I gave. Copy, paste, innovate.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There's no
like
time to waste. Like it has
exactly.
been done already. Don't
Just
waste time.
copy the principles,
That's why
paste
you
it
gave the
here.
example of
Mm-hmm.
the TiC Summit students
Yes.
that will not embrace AI. We keep on using their maybe the mentorship we give them
Yes.
without AI and the waste time.
Exactly.
The
A
waste
lot.
time. We use what has been done
Mm-hmm.
to improve the productivity
Mm-hmm.
and have solutions to problems fast as we can.
Exactly.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
don't want to be living problems. Like just the air is difficult to breathe sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but we can make it
And I think if
livable.
we apply the principle that you're saying, we are going to really excel in many
That's my
ways.
goal.
Yeah, it's
That's my
like
goal.
our hosts. Because these formulas, like the hosts, the way they build their host, it's not something of hidden.
It's not
You can
hidden.
easily go ask and then
Even
they give
Google
you.
Map, you take Google Map, you look at how America is traced. You can trace
Yes,
back
you can
Cameroon.
trace exactly. And I think that we need to really apply that formula, copy, paste, innovate. And adding that innovate also like makes something different for us. Because
Exactly.
as you said, their
Because people will be like,
culture,
we are cheating. For them,
yeah,
copy and paste is cheating. It's not cheating. It's
exactly.
not
It's
cheating.
not,
Sometimes someone can do something
yeah,
and you doing it back, you'll not be able to do like it did.
just changing one thing.
It makes it
Yeah,
yours. Makes
like
yours.
Elon Musk came out with the electric car, then China saw it,
It is
rebuilt
yours.
the electric
Why is
car,
Cameroon not
and
doing
changed
an
just the map.
electric car?
That was everything.
That's why NERCO
Yeah.
is there to bring out those possibilities,
Mm.
navigating efficiency for
Yes.
localized computing outreach.
Mm.
How can we copy, paste, and innovate?
How can we copy paste? I love it. I love it. The formula is something really great, and I think that is something that we all, even those listening to the podcast, should like apply to it.
So,
Now I'll come to my final question. So here is the podcast, the vision to success. It was like created because we found this problem that we Africans, when we go online actually to look for motivational or inspirational videos,
yeah, but
90% of those videos are Americans and European videos.
Coach Payne.
Yes, and just 10% were we Africans. Then now I and my teammates were like, let's do a bit some research. Don't we have successful people in Africa? We researched and we found that we have 1.9 million successful people in our continent,
A lot.
but just 1,000 of them were documented. So we're like, why just 1,000? It means that every time I'm watching a video of America or a successful person in America, I'll be feeling like it's possible to be successful there, but not possible to be successful in my continent. Because I've not seen nobody successful here. That's what like make us think that it's not possible to be successful here in Africa. Yeah. So that's why I'm like kind of bringing these successful people here in Africa to come share their story and inspire other Africans so that they can know that, as you said, if Nelson did it, I can do it. If Artie did it, I can do it. So they should kind of apply the same thing. Now I want to ask you like my final question. So this Africa, the way we are, our current state, in 5 years to come, what is your own vision for Africa? What do you think Africa will look like in 5 years to come? Given that we're in a world of AI, we're in a world where you can even use your formula, copy, paste, and innovate.
Yeah,
how will it look like?
If you say really, given that we can use the formula, right, then I think we'll be like America. Africa will be competitive. Like I don't know if I'll say you'll be more than, like, you know about our resources, right?
Yeah,
you know about
exactly.
our potential, you know, black learning the hard way. Like right now, life is hard.
Exactly.
It's very hard here, and we are learning the hard way. And we can really do something that, in fact, human beings can go up.
And this is one thing also, we can double our productivity. Because, like, let me say, 3 years back, if somebody told me what they told you, that we have 600 years to catch up with America, I will agree with that. But currently, like, with this AI, that we can double our productivity.
Exactly. Yeah, we can catch up very fast.
Very fast.
That's it.
So, kind of give your vision. Give your vision so that I can inspire others.
All right. So my vision is simple.
Yeah.
In 5 years to come, that's 2030, right? If let me put an if, because we can have it. Like for now, we have been having it, but nothing.
Yeah.
So I'll start with an if. If Africans are able to tap into this potential, their own potential first, and leverage on AI tools, and every tool, it's not just AI, because you know AI is